I'm very proud of our guys. It's been a tough, year or two. We've had so many close games in Fort Wayne. We've been beaten at the buzzer, we've been beaten overtime in any which way possible. We've just kind of felt snake bit a little bit. So to come out on top, and then the way we did it, to be down 8 or 9 with 8 or 9 left, and to fight back, and to scratch and claw and talk about the thing, and to do the things we talked about pregame and at halftime. We talked about 50-50 balls. We talked about long rebounds. We talked about running them off the line because they can really shoot that thing in. We held them to 10 threes tonight. They averaged 10 or 11, which is really high in the country. They made 15 on us in third place. So we thought if we could hold them to 8, 9, 10, 11, and maybe give up some twos, that might be advantageous to us. So, but at the end of the day, to fight back in the paint, to get it back to 4, because they were kicking us at halftime in the paint. And points off turnovers and second chance points and fast break points. When those things go our direction, we seem to have some success, regardless of all the other stats that everyone seems to look at. So, but proud of our guys, proud of our fight, and looking forward to tomorrow.
Questions for the student athletes? We'll start here.
Well, first of all, I want to give our glory to God. Second of all, I just want to tip my hat off to those guys. They give us a tough game every time we play them, and those guys out there, they play their hearts out, and I just want to tip my hats off to those guys. But man, tonight, I don't know. I believe it's just a tougher team, I guess. I mean, it was a close game again. It doesn't surprise me that it was close. I guess we were just tough at the time.
Yeah, just like what Trey said, I just feel like we've been there before, so we know how to fight through that adversity, and it's something that we wanted to get, and we knew we could get, and we just came out on top.
Over here.
Tom Davis, Fort Wayne News Sentinel. For Marcus, why were you guys more successful offensively in the second half than the first half?
We made a couple adjustments on our ball screens and just a couple plays we ran, and we knew first half we started off pretty good, but then we were taking one and done shots. We weren't swinging the ball as well, so we just swung the ball a little better and make the extra pass to the teammates, and we found good shots.
And for Trey Sean, what makes Brent Calhoun and John Conchar so difficult to deal with in the paint?
Those guys are just tough guys. Calhoun, he's a big physical guy. He can get almost anywhere he wants to in the post. He has great post moves. He's physical and he's quick. I think his quickness is underrated. And then Conchar, he's crazy athletic, smart player. Can do everything. Can shoot the three, can dribble it, can attack the rim. Again, he's athletic as well. And those guys are just two tough players. Keep off the glass as well. Great rebounders as well. And so those are just some things right there that make them so difficult to keep off the glass and the guard.
Guys, just address the media emotion after the game, after what happened during the opening 3 season, got knocked out, but come back and we did.
Yeah, it means a lot. It's our first win in our program just in postseason and conference tournament, and we had to fight through it. It was a tough one. We knew it was going to be a tough one coming in. We played them close the last 2 years, and I knew they weren't going to back down, and we just happened to get the upper hand this one.
Same thing he said, but then again, we know the job's not done. Feel me? So we understand we have 2 more to go, and we want those 2 more. We want those 2. We want to win, and we want to go to the NCAA tournament. That's our goal. We're not scared to say it. So we understand we can celebrate for a little bit, but now we have to lock right back in. We got IUPUI, I believe. Those guys had a great win over a seed that they were underseeded, and so they upsetted them. So those guys are playing good, and this is a great time for basketball.
Over here.
Both players, what do you guys know about IUPUI? What do they do well that causes you guys problems?
They're a good team in transition, and they can shoot the ball pretty well too. And I just feel like we match up pretty good with them. Like they're kind of like the same team as us. So it's just a little problems right there, but overcome and we're just gonna play hard.
I agree as well. I think they're also underrated rebounding team. They have some great rebounders, and again, they're physical as well. So we're gonna have to come tough again. We don't have to come ready to play.
Let's take one more for the student athletes, if there's any. Are we good, gentlemen? Okay. Guys, thank you. We'll go ahead and excuse you back to the locker room. Congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow night. And we'll go ahead and continue with some questions for Coach.
What do you feel like it took to start chipping away at that team? That was awesome.
Well, we just had to get a couple things to go our way. We talked about at halftime, when we rebounded the ball early and, we contested some shots and we got it going in transition, well, the next thing you know, we could move it a couple times, get them a little out of position, and we made some shots and got it to the rim. Then, for about a 4 or 5 minute period there in that first half, they missed shots, we didn't get long rebounds. They went back to the rim, either got fouled or made it. Well, now we came down against set defense, and we didn't move the ball near as well. We threw it in and stood and watched, and that's when we went from up 10 or 9, whatever it was, to down 6 or 7, whatever, ended up at half, and that was kind of a big swing there. So I thought those were some things we cleaned up. We got some loose balls, we got some hustle plays, we rebounded better, and then when we can rebound and run, that's when we're at our best.
Coach, you guys make a living stealing the ball and forcing turnovers and that sort of thing. Didn't really do that tonight. What did they do to take care of the ball well?
Well, you know, one thing they don't do is they don't run a lot of set things where you can go to the wing and you can run and trap and overplay and you know, Evans is so good with the ball in his hands and Conchar is so good with the ball in his hands. You know, it's hard to get it from them. And when they have the ball in their hands the majority of the time, that's tough because when other guys are catching it, you know, whether it's Harrell or Scott's going to grab it and drive it, tough to steal it, you know, and Harrell's going to catch it and shoot it, tough to steal it. So, you know, Evans is so good, Conchar is so good, and then give John credit, give Coach Kaufman credit. They're a tough scout. They run a lot of things that look the same, that look similar, and then they pop you with something on a misdirection or a backdoor, and they're very difficult. So that's why we haven't had much success against them when you put all that together. But you put some loose balls and things together tonight, couple runouts, and that's what got us over the hump.
You know, I apologize for asking 4 weight-related questions, but that's who signs my paycheck. So.
No, it's all good. No, it's all good.
John Conchar has been unbelievably productive against you guys in all
Yes.
the games this year.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on it? I mean, he's the leading rebounder in the summer league. Yet
Yep.
He's running the point for him tonight.
Right. Oh, I'll stop you and give you my thing on Conchar. Offensively, when you're that big and that athletic and you score at all 3 levels, and you don't see that much anymore. You know, he can shoot it off. He can shoot it from 3. He can drive it, pull up. He can drive it and find someone on that back door. And he can take one more hard dribble and get it to the rim. So he can play at all 3 levels, and he can play off the ball screen, which just puts pressure on your defense. So he does all of that and guard and rebound on the other end. Other than that, Contrar's not really a very good basketball player. Yeah, no, he's an incredible basketball player. So you know, he's done nothing but give us fits, and you know, we have guys that give us fits, but not like him.
Same thing that we asked the guys just after this one from last year, how did it feel initially?
Yeah, good question. I honestly, I'm not sure our guys thought much about last year right now. You know, I'm not sure, but I'm sure it's on some of the guys' minds maybe coming up here. You know, going to the same hotel room, same hotel, same locker room, same this, same that. But once you get in the guts of the game, you have to overcome all that and just play. And if our guys sit back and reflect and think about it, I think we'll be very happy with that because it was, you know, we walked out here disappointed last year because I thought we had a good basketball team, one that could have made a little bit of a run, but we didn't do it. So we'll see where it leads, you know, starting tomorrow.
I'm sure you preach confidence with your players that this Summer League tournament, particularly this year, but a lot of years, but particularly this year. I mean, you saw Western Illinois take South Dakota into overtime, IUPUI wins. Did you believe and did your players believe anybody can win this tournament, and including you guys, if you do what you're supposed to?
Well, I totally believe that. You know, in my gray hair kind of shows it. I've seen a lot of leagues at a lot of levels for a lot of years, and I've never seen a league this tight where 2 teams could have finished tied for first and the next 5 could have been tied for third. I've never seen it. And then you look at the talented teams in 7 and 8. You know, we almost had 1 and 2 walk out of here yesterday. You know, so I've never seen a league like it. I think it's incredibly deep. I think the talent is evenly spread out, and give North Dakota State and South Dakota credit for being 1 and 2. I think they just played most consistent with their talent over the course of 10 weeks. But when you get in a situation like this, anything can happen. I've never seen anything like it, but I'm just glad we're still in the mix.
Anything else for Coach? We good?